What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of Elite Fleet. And I did a video talking about rules for dating single mothers for the men. And I promised the ladies I was going to do a video for them with the same topic. So this is going to be rules for dating a single father, okay? Things I say or situations I say the single father has to be in if you're going to date him. Now, I'm going to get this out early because I said it at the end of the last video, but I'm going to say it early here. This is with the assumption that you don't have kids yourself. So you're a woman with no kids, and this man who has kids, he has a baby mama, is trying to talk to you, okay? That's what these rules are for. If you have kids, these rules don't apply. I'm a firm believer people with kids really should get with people with kids, but for some reason, a lot of men and women with kids like to try to get with people who don't have kids, and I think that that's generally a bad deal for the person who doesn't have kids. But if you follow these rules, then it balances out, okay? So this is basically a situation where I would say this is a good spot for you, even though the man has a kid, okay? So these are rules for dating single fathers. Let's get straight into it, ladies. All right, number one, his BM or his baby mother has to have a man. Now, let me say this. If the baby mother's out of the picture, right, that works too. But we go off of probability and logic in this channel, okay? Statistically speaking, it's very slim to no chance that a woman's not going to be involved in her child's life. And on a spiritual and metaphysical level, okay, she carried the child in her womb for 9 months. She pushed the kid out of her V-box. She's not going to just walk away from her child and not be involved with her child. Statistically and spiritually speaking, it's a very rare chance it's going to happen. Now, of course, there could be she could have passed away. Of course, there could be she could be in jail or something like that. But the likelihood a woman's going to let a man take her kid and move across the state or just be the primary person and she's not involved on a regular basis, slim to none. So instead of saying she needs to be out the picture, I'm going to be realistic and say she can be in the picture because she's going to most likely be in the picture anyway, but she needs to have a man. This is a big deal. She has to have a man, and here's why. If she has a man, she's going to be focused on her new family that she's building. Her child that she has with your man, and then her man. And possibly having more kids with her man. She doesn't have time to worry about what your man is doing with you, whether or not y'all going to get married or whatever y'all got going on. If she does not have a man, what happens is, call it petty, call it childish, call it bitter, call it whatever you want, but ladies, y'all know I'm telling the truth when I say most women get bitter if they push out a kid for a man and he leaves and then he tries to move on with a new chick and have this happy life where they're skipping through rose petal covered fields and they just all happy and stuff, and she's by herself single with the child. She's not going to allow that to happen, okay? She's going to make his life a living hell, which is going to vicariously make your life a living hell if that's your man, and she might even come directly for you, alright? Baby mama drama, we all heard of it, alright? If she does not have a man, there's probably going to be baby mama drama. It's probably not going to be worth it, alright? So if you're going to deal with a single father, okay, a man who has a child, his baby mother has to have a man. Again, if she's out of the picture, that's fine, but we deal with probability here. Probability is she's not going to be, but it's okay if she's in the picture if she has a man. Now, this is going to be controversial. The men going to get mad at me because I know they're going to watch this, but I'm just keeping it real. If you're going to date a man who has a kid, he needs to be making $100K and up. It's that simple. He needs to be. Why does he need to be making $100K and up? Alex, simple. Because a man who has a child and he's not making $100K and up probably can't afford to be in a relationship with you. Now, to date you is a whole nother thing. If y'all just having casual, y'all banging around, that's fine. But to be in a relationship with you or to marry you, a man who doesn't make $100K and up probably can't afford you and his baby mother. Why would he have to afford his baby mother, Alex? Well, simple. A real man, which is what I'm assuming that you're going to be dealing with here, okay, this is part of the rules. A real man is not just going to have a kid with a woman, leave the kid with the woman, and that's just your responsibility. I'll come get my kid every weekend, or I'll come get my kid during the summer, but I'm not putting no money up when you're the primary custody, okay, you have the residential custody of the child. A real man's going to say, if you have the residential custody of the child, I'm going to help you out financially. I kind of have to because my kid's there. Now, to break down to you guys why the $100K is important, I'm going to use 2 people I know in real life as an example, okay? Emery, who we're going to call E. This is E right here. E's married, but he has a baby mother. And Ant, okay? Anthony, who we're going to call Ant. Ant has a baby mother. He's not married. He's dating. I'm going to explain to you guys why this is important. So E really makes $116K, but just to make the math easy, we're going to say he makes $120 and Ant makes $40K. Now watch this, ladies. And watch this too, fellas, because I want y'all to know, as a man, this is where you need to be once you have a kid, okay? Because I'm going to break this down for you guys, all right? So E, he's not the primary residential custody having parent, right? They have 50-50 custody, but his child lives with his baby mother. He's married, they have the house, okay? They got their own thing going on. So what he does is, because his child lives with the baby mother, he pays half her rent. Half her rent, $600, okay? And again, that's just being a real man, okay? My kid only comes on weekends, she's primarily with you, so I'll pay half your rent, $600, right? He has a house. The mortgage on his house is $1,500, okay? Follow me with this, guys. So he has a $1,500 mortgage, okay? Now, don't talk about my handwriting, by the way. Once baby girl gets here, she's going to do the handwriting. Don't talk about my handwriting. But $1,500, that kind of looks like a 3. God, that's bad. Hang on, guys. That's bad. There we go. All right, $1,500, right? His wife doesn't work, so we're going to say he gives his wife like $1,000 allowance. I don't know exactly how much he gives her, but whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to say it's $1,000. We're going to say his utilities are probably about $700. For those of you who don't know, utilities would be like the water bill, the electric, the phone bill, stuff like that. His car's paid off, but for the sake of this example, we're going to say it's not. So we're going to say he's paying $400 for a car note. We're going to say he's paying $250 for car insurance. All right, and that's his expenses, basically. That's what we're going to say, all right? Those are roughly his expenses. Now we're going to math it up. If he makes $120,000, right, that's going to pay him out about $10,000 a month. They're probably going to tax him at about 60%. 40%, I'm sorry. They're probably going to tax him out about 40%, so he has about $6,000. Now, let's math this up. So that's 600 plus 1,500 plus 1,000, okay, plus 700 plus 400 plus 250. All right, so that's 6,000. We're going to minus that by 4,450. The man has $1,550 left to spend, okay? It's $1,550. Follow me, ladies. All right, follow me too, fellas, for those of you watching this, because you can learn something too. This is money he can spend on dates. All right, this is money he can spend on vacays. Okay, this is money he can invest. All right, this is money he can do whatever the hell he wants with. This is every single month. All right, every single month he has that left over. Now let's look at Ant here, who makes $40,000. All right, Ant makes $40,000. So we're gonna say his 1-bedroom apartment. All right, and it's gonna be. We're gonna say it's. Probably, really, it will probably be about 1,000. But you know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say it's 800. All right. Then we're gonna say that Ant has a car payment of $400 too. We're gonna say he has car insurance of $250. All right. We're gonna say his utilities are probably about. He's a single man, so we're gonna say his utilities probably about half of what theirs are. So we're gonna say it's $350. All right. Paying $350 in utilities. His phone bill, you know, all that stuff, cable, all that crap, okay? And we're going to say he gives his baby mother a couple $100. So let's just say he gives his baby mother, $250, all right? Let's just say he gives her about $250, okay? So now, let's do the math on this, all right? And I'm being generous with the rent. It really would be more than that. But anyways, we got 800, all right? And we got 400, then we got 250, all right, then we got 350, then we got 250, all right, so you got $2,050. Now, if you make $40,000, you're going to be bringing home roughly about $3,300 every month. They're probably going to only tax you at a 20% rate, which will probably put you around like $2,700, all right? So that would, $2,700 minus $2,050, that will put you at $650 basically left. All right? And remember, I'm being nice with this rent. So he has $650 left over, okay? That's all he has for dates, vacays, all right, investments. But you also got to realize, I didn't even put food into this budget really either. So if I said food was going to be another probably $250, really, you cut him all the way back down now, he only really has $400 left. Alright? If I add in, I'll give him a higher budget for food and say he's spending $400 for food. Guess what? Even with the $400 for food, because I forgot about food, guys. Even with the $400 for food, he still has about $1,150 left. He's all the way down to $400. Alright? This is before you put in clothes. This is before you put in miscellaneous expenses that he might have, like subscription services or gym memberships or anything like that. My point here is he can't really afford to date you. What can he do for you with $400 left? If y'all want to buy a house, he don't got the room. If y'all really want to go on real dates, he don't really got the room. Vacations, he don't really got the room. Investments, he don't really got the room. By the time he buys himself some clothes, and like I said, takes care of whatever other miscellaneous expenses that he may have, a car breakdown or something like that, he only has about $400 left every single month. He doesn't really have the space or the room to provide for another woman. He's too busy taking care of his other responsibilities. This guy over here has enough space to give his woman $1,000 and still have $1,100 left. I repeat, he has the space to give his woman $1,000 and still have $1,150 left. It just doesn't make sense to date a man who makes under 6 figures who has a child. He's got too many responsibilities. Let him catch up to life, all right? I'll be nice and say maybe you can make it work at about 75, 80, but really I think for a man to take care of 2 households, because that's essentially what he'll be doing, assuming he's a real man, he just doesn't have it if he's not making at least 6 figures. So you just don't fit into that equation, all right? And which leads me into my next thing. All right, if you're going to date a man who has kids, he still needs to provide for you. He still needs to provide. He still needs to protect. And he still needs to date you. Going back into what I just said. So, because what a lot of guys who have kids are going to say, okay, let me put that down so y'all know it's a B. I'm talking about my hair right here. A lot of them will say, oh, I got to take care of my kid. I got to do stuff for my kid. I don't really got it in the budget right now. That's not an excuse. He still needs to be able to provide, protect, and be able to date you still and treat you things and take you places and show you stuff, all right? So if you're going to deal with a man with kids, and he doesn't have the space to still do all these 3 things, or he does, but just doesn't feel like he has to because he has so many other responsibilities, there's no point as a woman in getting into a relationship with this guy, okay? Listen, if he has kids, he wants a relationship, he better have marriage on his mind. He better be marriage-minded, all right? If he's not marriage-minded, it's a waste of time because now you're going to mess around and end up a single mother just like the last one he was with. Now he needs to be marriage-minded. He needs to be thinking about marriage. He needs to be thinking about marriage with you. That's the direction y'all need to be going in. Again, if he didn't have any kids, it'd be a different story. But this man already made a kid with a woman and he done left her. So if he's not marriage-minded, then it's a waste of your time. And then the last thing, his kids better be good. Because what happens is, a lot of times the baby mom, especially if she doesn't have a man, will put words in the kids' ears to disrupt your household or to be mean to you or to treat you a certain way or to not call you mom or all this other extra stuff. The kids better be respectful. The kids better be good. Because a lot of dads, especially the weekend dads, they'll just get the kids, let the kids run around the house like maniacs, let the kids do whatever the heck they want to do, because they don't want to argue with the kids because they're never really there like that anyway. Listen, he better have good kids, the kids better be structured, the kids better not be being shady to you or treating you a certain way because they feel like you're trying to replace their mom or none of that. If you get any of those types of vibes, if you feel like it's that type of situation, don't even do it. Just leave the situation, all right? Just leave the situation alone. So these are my rules, all right, generally, for dating a man who's going to have kids, all right? Baby mom needs to have a man, okay, or be added in the picture, but really she just needs to have a man. He needs to make at least $100K and up because if he can't afford you. At the end of the day, he basically has taken care of 2 households, at least in some regard. If he's not making $100,000 or more, he's not going to be able to do that, all right? If he didn't have a kid, this wouldn't be a thing. But because he has a kid, it is. $100K and more. He needs to have enough money for you guys to still be comfortable despite him taking care of his other household, all right? Provide, protect, and date. Having a kid is not an excuse not to do that. Do not get shortchanged of what you want in a relationship because his ass went out here and made a family with a woman he didn't want to stay with. That's his problem, not yours. Has nothing to do with you. And then last, second to last, he must be marriage-minded. Again, he already made 1 baby mother. You do not want to be baby mother number 2. So you got to make sure he's marriage-minded and he's at least talking about wanting that to be his goal. And he's talking about wanting that to be his goal with you. If he's talking about getting a relationship with you. And then number 5, and lastly, his kids better be good. They better not be disrespecting you. They better not be little bombs or little grenades sent by the mom to blow your relationship up. The kids better be smiling. They better be acting right. They better be acting like they have some sense. If all these things are not in alignment, then you must have quit. There's no reason to date this man with kids, all right? So that's my rule for dating single fathers. Ladies, I told y'all I got y'all, and I got y'all. I'm Alex, and I'm out. Peace.